Okay, so I was getting ready this morning, and I was kind of thinking about a video. I made a video yesterday about scarcity, and it was kind of it was interesting to me for me to think about that because I really got to thinking, and I was like, okay, I have everything that I need to survive here. And then so this morning I was still kind of thinking about that, but I was looking around me and I was like, so I'm like, what? There's like a conflicting feeling here. And then sort of this kind of is interesting to say, but it was like physically and materially, like technically, yes, I have everything that I need to survive. But I was kind of thinking, and I was like, I was like mentally or emotionally, and then so then I was kind of thinking of how to like understand that differently, and it was like, energetically, so like materially, I have everything I need to survive, but energetically, like those things I don't think are of the right, they're energetic properties. So I was kind of looking around and realizing that it seems as if my resonance with everything that's around me is not in alignment. And so I feel off is what I was, and then, I mean, it didn't take that long to look around, and I'm like, okay, I just really need to finish because I was having this feeling. So I was kind of looking at big picture stuff and thinking I needed to address all of the big picture stuff. But I was, I mean, look at what I've got around me here. I need to just finish my like project that I'm working on here. I've got a house project that I'm working on, and my bathroom's not done. I don't have a kitchen, and I'm not complaining here at all because I have more than a lot of people have. Even though I can show you what my bathroom looks like, and they don't exist. So even at that though, I still have more than a lot of people like on the planet have. But now if we look at like people in the United States, I've got less than a lot of people, but there are still a lot of people that have less than me. So, anyways, what I was trying to figure out for myself was, once again, I can't solve the whole world problems, and I don't want to ignore them. But for me to try to feel good and maybe feel like, hey, maybe I can have, not that I need to go and change the world, but just be creative in the world and express myself. And, I think that just having good positive energy is a good effect, because anytime I see someone, I'm like, oh man, cool. It just kind of makes me feel good. And then I just feel good and do good things that make me feel good as well. So it's kind of like it's just really interesting. It's like, so this video was just that I made some sort of self-realization finally, where it was, materially, I'm good. I like gadgets and stuff like that. Like my phone is cool, and I've gotten, an iPad, and that's pretty cool. So I think, I was kind of focusing on those things, but I need to it doesn't need to be fancy. I don't need to finish this, and it doesn't need to be fancy. Well, I mean, I need to finish it, but it doesn't need to be done in a fancy way. I just need to get it done and try to match that energy. I need to remember that too, but anyway, so for me, I think part of that is like too, not even the material energies, but just me seeing this unfinished project. That in itself is interesting. So I did some yard work the other day, and that felt really good. And so it's just kind of things that I thought I would like didn't have any purpose. And maybe, I don't know, maybe these are the things that, maybe they shouldn't make me feel good necessarily. But I don't think it's necessarily a horrible thing for me taking care of my yard for that to make me feel good. I also don't think it's a horrible thing for me to want to finish and finish this project and then feel good from finishing that project. There is the conflict. To be honest, I don't know, I'll just say it, I don't know if I feel weird, but it's like consuming things. So I'm gonna have to buy stuff to finish this. So sometimes I'm like, well, that, I feel bad about having to buy stuff and contributing to like waste and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I do also want to live in a finished home. And then, as far as the yard goes, honestly, sometimes I feel bad because, I'm killing like a potential habitat for, on a low level, like ants and bugs and stuff like that. But on a little bigger level, like maybe little mice and chipmunks and squirrels or something like that. Um, and then I'm using the gas powered thing, or I'm using things to mow and take care of the yard. Anyway, so it's like there's a huge thought chain that it seems like, I don't know if this is wrong or right, but at least the for the scarcity thing, it's like locally these resources, I don't know, man. I don't know how to think about it, but I want to try to, one of the things that I know that I want to try to figure out is just finishing this project so that I can adjust my energy levels. I'm physically, I'm materially set. I'm not saying I don't have retirement or anything, so I don't have that. But, like right now, for today. But, so that being said, what are some things right now that I can kind of do for me? I don't necessarily, because I was kind of thinking about it, not to ramble too much more, but it was like I was kind of thinking about trying to help other people and how, like, help myself, like figure myself out before I'm trying to help other people almost.